Hello and welcome back to Bean Talk. Today we show you our last video of the extraction mini-series. So the first video was with Gabriele showing us the extraction on a Slayer machine. Then we had last week Filippo with FAMA. And this week again Filippo is going to show us the extraction on a LaCimbali Espresso machine. So yeah, do you have anything to add?
No, I don't.
Okay. So let's see the video.
Okay, now we are in front to the M100 Attiva, the HD version. HD means high definition of the pressure profiling that we can set and perform with this technology. We are in front again to a multi-boiler technology. So on the back side we have the service boiler, and then for each delivery group we have one independent boiler. But in this case we have a preheating phase for the water in the main boiler, so in the service boiler. So we send the preheated water to the independent delivery group. So we are in front to full independent delivery group, so you can set the temperature that you prefer in each one. And now we can get a look on the pressure profile setting. So if we get a look on, for example, this button, here we have, in this case, a short infusion, only 4 seconds, and then we have an extraction phase at 10 bar of pressure in 10 seconds, and then we finish our extraction to 8 bar. What does it mean? Only 4 seconds of pre-infusion is an infusion light, so in order to exalt the acidity of the coffee and the fruitness of your coffee. 10 bar in extraction in general give you a lot of crema, because as you can see, pressure produce crema, and then also when we are in extraction phase with high pressure, in general we have more acidity in our cup. And then we finish our extraction with 8 bar of pressure in order to reduce a little the extraction in the final phase. As you know, in the final phase, maybe the coffee is start to be a little exhausted, so it's better to make a very light extraction in order to avoid to send bitterness and maybe astringency in the cup. This is the first solution. And then let me go back. Let's get a look on this button. Okay, here we have a different pressure profile. So our infusion is 8 seconds, so it's very long in the time. In this case, in general, we have less acidity, more body, and we have a smooth cup in this case. And then we have the extraction phase with only 9 bar, that is the typical espresso, pressure for the espresso. And then we finish with 7 bar with a very poor and low pressure. Why? Because after a very long pre-infusion, if we insist with pressure in the end phase of our extraction, the risk is to have a really extra bitterness in the cup. Okay. Now let's do a test. So we have our Italian blend, the quality Italian blend. So we will fill both filter holder with 15 grams each one, and then let's do our extraction in the same time in order to see the different delivering phase that we are able to produce with the 2 different infusion phases in terms of time. So let's start with our extraction. So we fit the filter holders in our delivery group, and then cups, and then I press both buttons. In this case we can see a very short infusion, so now we get pressure, 11 bar of pressure. And after 8 seconds, now we have pressure also in this one. But as you can see, pressure is different So now we are moving to 8 and 7 to finish our extraction. So two completely different pressure profile, and so also the profile impact in total delivery time. As you can see, this coffee is only 23-second time extraction, and this one 28, 29. Here we are. Our coffee are ready. So we delivered these first 2 cups in only 22 seconds. So here we have a very acid product, also fruity. And in this second case, we delivered our coffee in 28, 29 seconds because the infusion time was very long. And so we can add, we can say in the extraction phase, the infusion time in the total delivery time. So if we try this cup, we have for sure more body, more general intensity, we can say. And not only due to the infusion time, the total delivery time change, but also when we perform 2 different pre-infusion, also the permeability of the coffee cake change in some way, because 2 different pre-infusion prepare the coffee cake in different way to be extracted. So the coffee cakes resist in different way to the water flow that try to pass across the coffee cake in some way. So we can say we have 2 different delivery groups. The temperature was exactly the same, at 93 degrees. The quantity in the cup, in the basket, was the same. The quantity in the cup also, and only the pressure profile was different. So pressure profile is something that help you to make the perfect extraction. Depends of your coffee, depends of your personal taste, so it's a flexibility matter. A multi-boiler machine is a flexible machine. Why? Because you can adapt the temperature, but also you can adapt, in this case, the pressure profile to have a very flexible duty, to be able to adapt the machine to the coffee that you have and the result in the cup that you want to obtain for your coffee.
Thank you, Filippo. It was, like last time, very interesting, with your very interesting thoughts.
Yeah. And once again, a huge thank you to all the people at Gruppo Cimbali who supported us and showed us around and were so willing to be in our videos and to explain so much to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And yeah, to all of you viewers, thank you so much for tuning in every week, for listening to me babble on about coffee. And to you, have a wonderful time with this show, and so much fun, because it is a lot of fun. Will. And yeah, that it is. That I'll pass the figurative baton, if that's how you say it, on over to you. And
I'll take good care of the show and the baton.
I'm sure you will. Yeah, so one last time, have loads of great coffee and a wonderful week.
Yeah, and I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.